Welcome back to the Engine Builder Show. For our episode today, Gabe will be sharing with us why your business needs effective content marketing to survive. If you want to know, stick around. Thank you, everybody, and enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody.
There was always a ton to learn. So last week we talked about destinations a lot, and here at Business Marketing Engine we talk about three things a lot: DCT, destinations, content, and traffic. If you have those three things in place and highly optimized and being managed effectively, then you can definitely grow your business with effective marketing. And so this week and today we're going to talk about content a lot because oftentimes I see people misunderstanding how to have effective content marketing campaigns and just unclear about what really makes effective content. And so we're going to dive into that a lot this week. And as you have questions, reach out. You can comment down below. You can message me, or you can go to businessmarketingengine.com, because if you need help with any of your marketing needs, we would love to help you. And today, as you think about content marketing, I want to just ask you to pause for a minute and think about the last commercial that you saw that you really remember and it stood out to you. For me, as I'm thinking about it today, one of the commercials that stands out to me that I've seen a lot as I was watching the Stanley Cup a few weeks ago is there was a commercial from Discover Card, and it shows this raccoon pulling the wallet out of somebody's back pocket. And it says, you'll never have to pay for unauthorized charges if you're with Discover Card, is the message of the commercial. And when I think about that, for me, what made it memorable is it's got this cute, little raccoon in it. They use some really popular, well-known soundtracks, different songs or things that we've all heard. And it makes it's memorable to me. Now, right now, fortunately, I'm not in a position where somebody's been, using my credit card and stealing from me and making unauthorized purchases. But when that happens again, that will probably be one of the first commercials I think of. And if it happened enough, then I would switch away from my current card and use that as a primary card, because they would have preceded or pre-built this idea in my head that I'd never have to be responsible for unauthorized purchases if I was with them. And when we're consistent, really consistent over time in sharing our message with our audience, the key of content and really having strong content marketing is being there consistently so that when the problem occurs, you're top of mind. Too often in business, we want to, have a magic button or that silver bullet that we can click and send, or we can do this thing and it will automatically bring in tons of customers. But in reality, that doesn't always happen because we haven't spent time building the relationship and showing up consistently with content that gets their attention, that entertains them, that educates them, and really informs them. And so with content marketing, it's really important that you have consistent content on your blog for search engine optimization reasons, because if you consistently post and you're following best practices from an SEO perspective, which we talked a little bit about that last week as well, because of just talking about what needs to be on that destination that you're driving people to. But when you're consistent with that, it gives you the opportunity for when somebody's searching to solve a problem, Google can bring up your website or your results. And then you're going to be the one that shows up with the solution for that person that's searching that day. So blog content is great. The other thing that's really helpful to be top of mind, so you're top of mind, for your audience, is social media. Posting on social media is, in my experience and opinion these days, in years past, many years ago, you could post and drive leads organically. But as the platforms matured and as advertising platforms really grew, what I found is people are still viewing all those posts. They're still seeing what you put out there, but it's not because there's so much content, it's not going to drive leads immediately. But what it will do is when a problem does come up for your prospect who's in your audience, if they've seen your name and you've talked about your solutions and you've shared your case studies and you've shared interesting, fun things that just keep you top of mind, then you will have a much higher rank and higher trust level in their mind than somebody who just starts doing something today because they need the business today. And so that consistency of being on social media, having blog posts go out, those are things that, again, you're just investing in that relationship. So with content marketing, it's not about a click and win, trying to generate, something immediately. It's about just incrementally building up that trust and building in your brand to their day-to-day life. Another way that is often underutilized, and we're going to talk about this a few times this week, that you can be in front of somebody consistently is in their email inbox. So even when you're sending messages out, and say, we get, it depends on the industry and space, but we get anywhere from 10% plus open rates on a larger unresponsive list to a 20 or 30 or 40% open rate on our more engaged list that we've really helped our clients curate well. But even if we just say it's kind of in the middle, let's say it's 20%. If you're sending that email to 100 people for easy math and 20 of them open that, well, then they're reading, engaging, and they're consuming your content. But if you send every day, you send 5 days a week, then the odds are you will reach a large majority of your list over time, because some people will open every email, which is great. We always want that. But just as often, we'll have people on our list that maybe open an email today, but then they don't open one until next week. Then you'll have another person that doesn't open today, but they open tomorrow's email. If you're consistent over time, you really do reach a large majority of your list with content. And the advantage is if they open and engage, then you're doing well with your subject lines, with the content that's in there. You're building that relationship. If they don't open, but they see it in their inbox, you're still achieving great branding because you're becoming a constant presence in their mind. And so as we think about branding, it's key to just really be thinking long-term and realize that content is a piece of the 3 pillars that we teach and practice here at Business Marketing Engine, of having effective destinations, having high quality content, and then driving the right traffic to your offers. It's one of the pillars because when it's in place, lead generation is easier, sales is easier, starting off, getting introduced to other people, getting referrals. The more consistently you are in front of somebody, the more you're going to be top of mind for all of those things. And that's what makes a difference in the long run. So I would encourage you today to just do a quick assessment of your content marketing. If you look at your blogs, what's going on your site, if you look at email marketing, if you look at your social media, whether you're posting copy and images or videos, or you're putting things on YouTube, wherever it might be, take a quick moment and audit that and say, if I gave my self a score of 1 to 10, 1 being I never post, and 10 being I post super consistently and everything's working the way I want it, where would you rate yourself? Because if you think about that and you ask yourself, how consistently am I showing up? That will ultimately be part of what builds that marketing snowball that maybe starts small, but as you're consistent and grows, it's going to snowball, it's going to get bigger, and ultimately you're going to make the impact that you want. So do that self-assessment today. Maybe list out the different channels you're on. You can score them individually, or you can just score yourself across the board. And if you see that it's not at the mark that you want it to be, then create that plan for consistency. We help our clients create 12-month marketing plans that help them cover their content marketing, helps them have effective destinations for where they're driving traffic, and helps them drive the right kind of traffic. So if you ever need help with this, you can reach out to us at businessmarketingengine.com. But otherwise, thanks for tuning in today, and I will see you on tomorrow's show.